Hey everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video I'm excited to do, it is going to be a trying new makeup, and I have some exciting products to try out today, like the Glamlite and Chucky collection. L'Oreal has also launched a reformulated Old Holy Grail foundation, which I'm very curious to try out. And I also have some new products from Milk Makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, welcome. So I do normally start my videos with an outfit of the day. Usually if I'm doing a get ready with me, I'm pretty casual. I am filming on a Saturday, which I don't normally do. I went to Target this morning, so I put on these darker jeans, and then this sweater is from Target. I don't remember what this one says. This one says Montana, Glacier, Montana. I'm going to clip back my hair, and I'm probably just gonna, start with the face. So I am going to use my Lawless Priming Serum. We'll link all of the products that I am using down below. And I guess this is the first video since I did put my hair extensions back in. I filmed for my members exclusive, which was also a tutorial, and I talked about it a lot in there. So I was thinking that I've already talked about it, but I did get my hair extensions put back in, but we cut them quite a bit because they used to be like more to my waist. So we cut them quite a bit because my natural hair is there. I also went down how many extensions I had, like how many rows. I had 2.5 and we went down to 2. And then the next time that I move them up, I'm going to go down to 1 row, and I'm going to cut the length of my natural hair. And then these extensions will be done for, like I would need a new set of hair, so I can decide from there if I want to get a new set or if I want to take a break again. And I'm kind of leaning towards taking a break, at least like for the summer. I think it'll be really nice to have the extensions out for the summer because, man, it was nice having like 3 weeks of not having, you just have to be more aware with everything that you're doing when it comes to hair extensions, and especially in the summer, like being around pools and all of that. And then even with sunscreen can make your extensions turn pink. So obviously I was always very careful with sunscreen, but I don't know. I think I was expecting to put them back in and just be like, oh, and I was like, okay, I think I can live without the extensions. I would probably still buy clip-ins if I was doing like certain events and I wanted like long hair in the photos, but I don't know. I think a lot of your comments were really helping me to like boost my confidence, because that was like a hard part for me for sure. But let's keep going with the foundation. So we are using from L'Oreal, this is the True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I'm going to use the shade Neutral Light Medium, or N4. So this was definitely a holy grail back in the day. I'm going to apply it with a damp sponge from DSMD shop. And I mean, I loved it, but you would pour it out. So now it does have a pump on it. It has been reformulated. So I'm excited to give this a try, because I just remember loving this so much. I actually, man, I don't really wear foundation all that much recently. I wear a lot of like concealer and powder, but I was very excited when I opened this box. I was like, I really want to get this on my face, because I remember liking this. This was one of those like old school YouTube, everyone was using the L'Oreal True Match, it was the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, right? Is what I'm thinking of. So I have to say, just doing that, I did one very light layer just to see how it would go. That literally blended into my skin like that. This is a pretty liquidy foundation. I'm just gonna do another layer. I stopped using the Makeup Forever HD skin palette, and my skin is in much better shape. I was breaking out really badly, and in like weird areas. You can still kind of see this one under my eye, like my eyebrow over here, way back over here by my ear. And I was like, this is odd, because if I get hormonal acne, you know, it's on my chin and my jawline and that sort of thing. So to be breaking out in all these weird spots, I was like, what is going on? And the Makeup Forever HD skin palette was really the only new product. Like, I didn't have any new skincare that I had introduced. That was the only one. So I was like, let me cut back on using that. And my skin seems to be doing a lot better. So not for sure that's what it was, but I'm just glad that my skin feels better. And I didn't even feel like I had to come in with the NARS. And look at that foundation. That was really beautiful and took no time at all to blend out. I think N4 is a beautiful shade match. I don't know how to describe it, but I mean, I'm sure you guys probably saw it with your eyes. Like it just, that's my professional tutorial, my professional review. Again, sometimes I feel like I need to like keep sitting here and keep blending and keep doing things, but it was like, okay, I'm so excited about this. I really want to see how it wears and how it holds up and all of the things. I'm filming this pretty early on Saturday, so I'll be able to give it like a pretty decent wear test today, but obviously I'm gonna try it several more times as well. But I am excited, especially because it just blended so nicely on my skin. I'm just using the new Ofra concealer, their Perfect Cover Concealer. I have been really enjoying this one. I have been wearing it so often. The shade that I'm using is Light Sand. I do feel like it's a little bit too light for my face, so if I'm just doing concealer and powder, typically for those, the concealers, I'm either using the NARS Soft Matte, the Lancome Tentidol, or the LYS Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. But if I'm just doing my under eyes, I do like that one from Ofra because it gives really nice coverage and it's also a little brightening at the same time. I added just a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury powder to my under eyes. I obviously love my Dior Powder No Powder, and I've been relying on it really heavily because even with the HD Skin, even though I think maybe it broke me out, I still didn't love the finish that it was giving my skin, so I typically kept reaching for my Dior. I don't like to use the powder when I'm trying a new foundation because I want to see how it's actually performing without putting a magical product on top of it. But truly, I don't think that it needs it. I am really excited about this. Again, I'm gonna have everything linked down below. I know I've seen this foundation also at Ulta Beauty, but like Walmart too. I'm excited. Okay, so Milk Makeup also sent over, I was so pumped about this, some of their sticks. I don't know what I was supposed to, like, I feel like we're gonna go pick up sticks and like make a fire. But these are so cute. So they recently came out with their contour sticks. And so when I saw that I got a box from Milk Makeup, I was like, oh. But then I opened it up and it had all these little minis of every single one of their sticks. I think it said 4 sticks with 60 different shades total. So I got the highlight sticks, the blush sticks, the contour sticks, and the bronzer sticks. I always do a big PR haul through the week, and this week is like really, really big and also really, really exciting. Obviously, I can't use all of the 60 shades, so stay tuned. A new PR haul will be coming. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe. Maybe turn on your notifications for when I do that PR haul, because the PR boxes that I've been sending out recently have been very massive and I feel like very exciting. Maybe I should film like putting together a PR giveaway box because they've been super amazing in my opinion. So I'm gonna use the contour stick in the shade Toasted, and then I also, okay, just hear me out. I know that I recently decluttered the Milk Makeup bronzer stick and baked because I had had it for years and it was clearly expired and like unwell. But look at how cute this is. Like, does it even count if it's not full size? I saw this and I was like, I think I'm gonna take this for myself. And I was like, well, it would just make sense for the video if I could use the contour and the bronzer stick at the same time. I'm keeping it for content. Okay, see what I did there? I'm keeping it for content. Yes, I'm gonna use the little stick in Toasted, and I honestly don't really like contour anymore. But you know, we're gonna give it a shot. You still contour the forehead. I'm so used to this just being the places where I like put my bronzer, but we're gonna do it. And then I am going to, I like never contour my nose, but like we're going all in on this one, okay? Jawline a little bit. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and blend out. I don't know, do you all still contour? I you know, I'm sure a lot of us do. I just feel like back in the day, it was like you could not do your makeup without using contour. I just feel like I don't really do it anymore, but I will today. This is definitely a contour stick. This is a very cool toned shade, which that is pretty typical for an actual contour shade. Contouring out the nose. It's so funny because I did contour my nose the other day. I did a full face of using the Makeup Forever palette, It's so funny because I guess it's called, now people are calling it like single layer makeup. I feel like with each makeup trend, like whenever it comes back, it gets a new name. So I was basically putting all of the shades on at one time, the foundation, the concealer, the bronzer, the blush, everything. And then I was blending it all out at once. And so apparently that's called the single layer makeup trend now. And it's funny because I don't contour my nose very often, but whenever I actually do, I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like I can see a difference, especially like in photos. I don't know. I don't hate my nose though, so I don't usually like contour it a lot, but there we go. I will say, I don't feel like, once I blended it, I don't feel like I notice anything. And maybe I just need a heavier hand. I'm really light-handed when it comes to basically every single phase of doing my makeup. I just feel like it kind of blended into nothing. I guess I could do like a little bit more, especially like on the cheekbones. But then I am also going to come in with the bronzer. Toast It is the lightest shade, so maybe, no, I don't even feel like it's a shade thing. Like I was like, maybe I need to go a shade up, but okay, I feel like that helped a little bit. So maybe I just needed to add on a little bit more product. Again, that's probably just my own light-handedness. I'm gonna do a little bit of the baked bronzer stick as well. As I was going to flip my hair back, I was like, you're holding product in your hand. That's probably a bad idea. So I'm gonna add on a little bit. And I do have to say, with the contour, I don't feel like it was blending away my foundation at all, or like picking up my foundation at all. I didn't notice that. Like that foundation still looks fabulous. But I am also going to pick up just from the stick and apply this way as well. This could be a way to do it with the contour stick also. And start to blend that out. Just remembering how pretty this bronzer is. Honestly though, like as of this moment, I am truly obsessing over how good my skin looks. The foundation had a very natural finish. I would say like a medium coverage. Even with doing like the 2 rounds of applying, it doesn't feel too heavy on my skin. I still feel like you can see my skin, but it's like my skin but better. I think that is so pretty. I am enjoying the bronzer. I'm glad to have it back in my collection, even as a little mini in here. And then, like I said, I don't want to use my Dior powder, but I want to do just like a very light dusting of powder just to hold everything in. Again, it's early Saturday morning. My phone is going off. I got some friends going to a hockey game. I have some friends going to a casino. I got some friends inviting me to dinner. I don't know. I was in bed at 9 o'clock last night, y'all, on Friday night, so I might just stay home again, or maybe I'll do things. So I want to do just a light dusting. I'm going to use my Hourglass Veil powder. I've been trying to use up this mini, but I've just been using my Dior powder so much. And again, I don't want to go too overboard. I just want to do a really light dusting. All right, and then I'm just gonna pop on some brows and we'll jump into this Chucky collection. The time has come to use the Chucky collection. Okay, so this is the latest collection with Glamlite. I mentioned this in my last Will I Buy It video, and I said, I hate horror. I hate anything to do with horror. And, but this collection, I was like, And Glamlite did reach out and say that they were gonna send it to me, which I was super excited for. I've never received anything from Glamlite in PR, so I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And of course, and the first collection is Chucky. But the eyeshadow palette, I don't know, man. I know some of you commented and were like, that's not a very spring palette. And I'm like, I get it, but I still was super drawn to it. And Glamlite does that over and over and over again for me. I think that they do such a good but also creative job with their collections that even stuff that I don't think would call out to me still manages to do that. So this is the eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely going to be using that, and the packaging is like okay. There is also an eyeliner duo, so I'll be using that. We have 2 different lip kits. We'll be using these, but I am just very quickly going to use the blush in the collection. So once again, packaging on these. Okay, okay. So this is just the Chucky all-in-one blush duo. Silky Smooth Powder Blush adds a pop of color and extra dimension to the skin. So here we go. Are these shades the same though? I feel like these shades look like the same. I haven't seen anyone use like just the blush duo. I've mostly seen eyeshadow videos or the lip kit tutorials, but we're gonna pop some of this on. It's not usually a blush shade I would normally go for, but like, I'm gonna use the Sigma 40 for this, and we're just gonna start to pop that on. Okay, quite pink. I feel like it's pigmented without being like, okay, I'm gonna start to go overboard, so we're gonna go the other cheek. I feel like it's pigmented without being like too much at first, because sometimes there's blushes I pop on and it's like, I am never gonna be able to blend this out. And I think that looks pretty. There's a mirror in here as well. Again, I don't normally do super bright blushes, but it's makeup, it's fun to play with. I figured why not use the blush too. Actually, that's very pretty. It's not as like intimidating as I thought that it would be, and it was very easy to blend out. I just think that it gives a really pretty flush to the cheeks. It kind of reminds me just slightly of the Dior blush. Interesting. Okay, great. Well, I'm liking that one. Let me just go ahead, now that we have all of the powders down and my brows, I'm just gonna spray my face quickly with the Fix Plus. And then we will move over to the eyeshadow palette. So I actually ended up getting this collection and the new ColourPop Snow White, which I know a lot of you are really excited for. I got them on the same day. So I put on my Instagram stories, I got both of these. Which one do you want to see a look with first? It was so close. I shared the results at one point and it was 52% for Chucky. And then when I checked right before I was filming, it was at 51%. My phone's in the other room charging, but maybe if I grab it again at some point, we can see what it was at. But this one, it was 51% to 49. It was so close. I'm not really all that surprised. I feel like a lot of people were very interested in this Chucky collection, but then the ColourPop Snow White I felt like was also very popular. But this is the one that we are going to be doing a look with today. I just have to figure out what in the world I can come up with this palette. Okay, I feel like I'm maybe gonna try to do more of like a me look, and maybe for the second look do something a little more extreme, but I also don't know how it's all gonna work out. But I'm first gonna pick up Scarier Than Ever. Well, this is off to a great start. I'm using a Rephr 14 brush, and I'm gonna first start to work this into my crease. I'm gonna bring it out a little farther as well, past my eye. The shade is really beautiful and it's blending so easily. Okay, this is getting me excited. Then I'm gonna use a smaller brush. This is from BK Beauty, the A504. And the other shade that was also, like, I'm going back and forth between Till Death Do Us Part, this more like burgundy, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit more like purplish shade, Let's Be Friends. I don't know what that means, because I have not seen the movie, but I like feel like it can't mean anything good. Right? Right. I'm gonna take that one and start to apply it just a little bit underneath the shade. So like still in the crease, just a little bit lower. And then again, kind of working it to the outer part of my eye. Let's be friends. No. I think that this is looking so pretty right now. And then for my shimmer, I'm gonna take some Chucky and Tiff Forever. And I'm gonna use, this is the Sigma and Shayla E14 brush, but I really wanna go for like a very light shimmer. So that's why I'm gonna use a brush versus my finger. With a finger, I get a little bit more impact. I'm going for like a light wash, because even though this palette, because you know, some other comments I was seeing was like the palette is just like really dark, and I know a lot of you also love neutral makeup, and as do I. So I'm trying to show a look that is not super heavy on the dark side and also a little bit more neutral. So I want to be really light with this shimmer and just kind of run that all over the lid. So you get a little bit of this kind of like silvery shimmery impact without it being too much or really like overtaking the look. That I think is really pretty. I don't think that it's too much, because a lot of times for me personally, in really like dark grungy tones is not where I feel the most confident. And sometimes I feel like it's just too much on me. But this I still think is really pretty, especially using, you know, a little bit of those lighter mattes to start us off with. And I wanted to do the two mattes in the same technique instead of how I normally do it is I have one shade in the crease and then I do another shade to darken the outside and then I do shimmer on the center. That is my, you know, basically my go-to technique when doing eyeshadow. I wanted to do it just a little bit differently today as well, just to have those lighter shades. I don't know what I'm trying to say, play well with each other. Wasn't there a shade that says like play with me or something? No, it's time to play. It's time. Oh no, there's wanna play and it's time to play and play pals. What does that mean? Don't tell me actually. Don't. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to put in the comments. I think it's probably best that I don't know, but I feel like I've been staring at the word play so many times that that's kind of coming into my head, but I just wanted to show a different, you know, style of technique and really give both those shades like their moment. But I think the shimmer is also super beautiful. Again, without being too heavy or too much. I've also had zero fallout on my face. Zero. No fallout. I just used some of my Urban Decay liner in my waterline and then also to Tightline. And then for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna use those same two mattes, Scarier Than Ever and Let's Be Friends, and a Rephr 13. And I'm going to just run those along here. I really like how this came out. I wasn't sure, but I love, like, I feel like the blending was just so smooth. Even this lower lash line. Okay, maybe I am gonna go somewhere tonight. Where did I say? Where I got friends going to a hockey game, we go to a casino. I don't know if I'm really, am I feeling lucky? Maybe I'll just go to the hockey game. I have been feeling kind of like, you know, like mental health, not the best kind of thing. I didn't leave my apartment for a week, for a week there. And you know, today I was feeling pretty positive and I woke up early, went to Starbucks, went to Target. I was just having a good day and came home and opened up some packages and I thought, let's just play with makeup. And I feel like this has just really put me in such a happy mood. Like I feel in such a bright mood. I'm currently editing a video for my second YouTube channel, which I'm really, really excited for. That channel is all about like healthy habits and inspired living. And this video is an answer to so many questions I get of how do you actually start and stick to a routine of healthy habits. And I'm really excited to share this with you and I kind of take you through my day while explaining how I was able to actually create the routine. And I hope that you like the video. Some exciting things coming up that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm just glad to be over that like weird time, you know. Whew. Running those on the lower lash line. I do feel like this is a pretty successful trying new makeup right now, which has me very happy. I also have to say I've briefly considered putting lashes on, but that's why I wanted to go for the telescopic lift, because I think it just does such a good job of really like exaggerating the lashes. But I do have a brunch, so I'm filming this on Saturday, so I have a brunch Sunday for, it's like a belated like Galentine's slash like a few of my friends' birthdays. Lori Help will be there. I'm so excited to see Lori again. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and I actually really want to wear lashes then. If I can like get my makeup done on time, I want to wear lashes, and I just, because I have such sensitive eyes, I don't think I can wear lashes back-to-back days. And I also just didn't want to have any sort of sensitivity, because I wasn't exactly sure what colors I was going to use, but there are some reds in here and the purples, and every so often with palettes I can have eye reactions to those types of shades. So I was like, just in case, I really don't want my eyes to be like super swollen tomorrow, since you know, I'm gonna be in public, but I'll say for the shadow so far, I don't feel anything at all. So that's definitely a positive. This is the eye look. I really like how this turned out, and it was super simple to do. Again, I was trying to go for something a little bit more on the neutral side and something that wasn't super dark or, I don't know, like super heavy maybe, with some of the darker jewel tones in here to show you that you still can do it. I think even this shade, like Wanna Play, I think this one is really beautiful and it could make for a really pretty look. And even some of the It's Showtime and Issue 666. I feel like those could be fun shades to play with. I definitely want to do a lot more looks with this, so I will definitely be, you know, coming into this palette more. But I just wanted to show, since I was looking at the comments and seeing it, what you were saying of showing maybe a different look than what some other people are doing. But that was the Chucky palette. We made it through. Whoo! Whoo, we made it through. So, in a twist, we have the Chucky lip kit and then also the Tiff lip kit. I was gonna say Tiffany, but I thought it was Tiff. And I like the Chucky one more. So for the Tiff, they each come with a lip liner and a lipstick. And the Tiff lipstick is going to be more of your like deeper kind of like vampy red here. And then for the Chucky, this one is more on the nude side. I'm just trying to imagine having a Chucky lipstick in my purse and like pulling it out. Like if I wear this to brunch tomorrow, I pull Chucky out of my bag, like what people would say. So Chucky is gonna be more of our nude, which is really beautiful. So especially, I think I could do either one with this look, but I'm definitely much more of a nude lover. So that is the one that I want to use. And these do feel like more of a matte lipstick. Ah. All right, so first I'm going to line my lips. That is sharp. That is, whoo, sharp. This is a pretty deep brown, so I'm also just kind of filling in the center of my lips also. Feeling very 90s. And then we will add on this adorable Chucky lipstick. I love that I truly have never even seen this movie, but I'm terrified of it still. I don't even have to see it. I know that I should be afraid of it. Ooh, I like this color. It's a little different from what I thought it was gonna be. It has a little bit more like pink to it, but like a rosy, like a deeper rosy pink. This is stunning though with the eye look. And I love this eye look with green eyes. Like I feel like my eyes look even more, with certain colors, my green eyes more like pop. They more like pop, I don't think that was a sentence, but my green eyes pop more with certain colors, and I think this is definitely doing it. This lip color, it definitely feels like it's more matte when I am applying it, but it also kind of looks a little bit, like it doesn't look completely matte on the lips, but it's very comfortable and it was very easy to apply. This was a really successful trying new makeup, and I'm glad because the last one didn't go so well. But I feel like really the only thing that I didn't lose my mind over was the contour stick from Milk Makeup, and could also be because I just don't really contour all that much. I don't know. I just felt like it kind of blended into nothing, but I still liked the bronzer stick. The foundation, I'm still very impressed with. You know, I've been here for a couple hours now filming, and I still feel like that foundation, it looks really good. I even like the blush from the Chucky collection. Everything just goes so seamlessly. The eyeshadow palette was so easy to use. The lip color is beautiful. This was awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you everyone who voted on my Instagram. I am March Beauty Word over there. Thank you for voting and letting me know that you wanted to see the Chucky collection. If you want to see a full video with the ColourPop Snow White, let me know. Or if you want to see just a look with the eyeshadow palette or have it in a trying new makeup, please let me know in the comments because it always helps me out to know what you want to see from me. But I would love to know your thoughts on everything that I tried out and my final look. I hope you enjoyed watching me get it. If you did, please make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.